And we are live. Thank you all for joining. I am Commissioner Rhino, and to my right is Abjude at AB/Salutely. I'm at High Desert Ron on the Twitter machine. Let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it.
Let's get
I'm
to
really,
it.
I'm excited about this weekend's slate of football.
Can you believe it's already week 10?
Don't break my heart, bro. I
Oh,
know
man.
that breaks my heart thinking about that because it shouldn't be week 10. We're
Yeah, right?
really 4 weeks away from like fantasy football playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that something? This season
yeah.
flew by.
And I'm in a push in about 3 or 4 leagues where
Nice. Yeah, me too.
So I need to push. I need some love from some players.
I mean, this is around the time where you start, getting a little aggressive and making a move or two to upgrade your team. So I just traded in a league where I had inconsistent quarterback play. I just traded Josh Jacobs for Jaden Daniels. It hurt me a little bit, but I know Jaden Daniels has a really good floor. So, and I needed stability at my quarterback position because I had depth everywhere else. So I'm willing to take that chance.
We just did a trade with the Shepard, Najee Harris and JSN for Brees Hall.
Oh wow!
I gave up Brees Hall, but I'm good.
Wow.
It's okay. I like Najee Harris's freaking ceiling.
Yeah,
going forward,
he does have a pretty good ceiling now that Russ is in charge. Yeah.
And before we get started, remember that the lines can change and everything, so just be aware of that. We're doing this on Thursday, but only what you can afford to lose. That's the important thing. We want you to have fun, but we don't want you to get into trouble.
Right.
So what's the first game we're talking about?
Oof.
Giants and Panthers. 40.5.
Yeah, that's a low-scoring game, so likely they're expecting a lot on the ground. I think Tyrone Tracy is probably the only player I like.
Yes, somebody's be calling Tyrone.
Yeah, right. I made that reference the other day in my group chat and nobody got it. I was a little disappointed.
Did you YouTube it? Did you YouTube the song and send it to him?
No. I mean, I tried. Yeah, I told them about it.
But I like Tracy. I just got a thing saying Slate didn't go. Slate didn't travel with the team with concussion, so he's out. So they're thin at wide receiver. Panthers. I'm interested to see how Jonathan Brooks looks.
Right.
How many touches he gets? Is going to be worth the hype?
I mean, well, we won't really know week 1 though.
No.
So yeah, so it'll probably take us a couple of weeks before we actually get a legitimate answer. But
would you ever take a chance on somebody like a rookie that's gotten all the hype and play him in the DFS?
I mean, I'd have to see him produce first. Like I wouldn't play him like on a chance that he gets snaps because then he could end up getting like 5 snaps or like 7 snaps and doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I got to see it first.
Please like and subscribe and hit the notification buttons. We'll be live tomorrow for lineup advice and Saturday for starting sits. Patriots and Bears.
It's a tough matchup for Drake May. Ramondre Stevenson probably isn't too bad of a play, but because the Bears are a little susceptible in the run game.
Romeo for the Bears is probably a good play. Him and Caleb seem to be heating up a little bit.
I mean, they are, but the problem is it's too many people in that offense. So, like, you never know who's going to go off on any given week. Yeah, so it's like you don't want to – it's a high-risk, high-reward play for sure.
But I like DeAndre Swift, too. He seems to be pretty solid week in and week out.
He seems to be getting better, yeah.
Maybe like in a flex position or something like that, but not to start.
The only thing is, though, is that Roshan Johnson is poaching him at the goal line. So, like, that kind of caps his ceiling a little bit.
We knew that was going to happen, too. He just he had been hurt, so.
Right. And they just traded Khalil Herbert, so there isn't really anybody of consequence in that room.
Yeah, where'd you get that trade?
I'm sorry?
Where'd you get that trade?
He went to the Bengals for. Do you know what the compensation was?
I think a 6th. It wasn't a much.
Yeah, I mean those guys aren't really valued, anymore anyway. So you can get a running back for cheap.
Yeah. Well, a Page though, no receivers for Patriots. No
No,
flop.
absolutely not. No,
Well,
I don't
especially
trust
the
anybody in
Bears.
that offense except for Hunter Henry.
Yeah, he's heating up pretty good too.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert was traded for a 2025 seventh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bills Colts.
Oh my God. Do we have to do this game?
Bills Colts.
I honestly feel like they're going to kill us.
It got sent to the kids' table.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to kill us.
Do you really?
I really do. I really do. And honestly, I will be pleasantly surprised if we keep up with them in this game. The only way that I think we keep up with them in this game is if Flacco were to somehow either play bad enough to get benched or he got hurt, God forbid. But I think that D-line is going to get so much pressure on him. Our right tackle is not playing, Braden Smith.
Right.
At least I don't think he's playing. If he doesn't play, that'll be a huge problem because then they'll just attack our backup right tackle, and that's going to cause problems for a guy like Flacco, who's a statue in the pocket.
Yeah.
But
what about Jonathan Taylor?
I'd play Jonathan Taylor because the Bills have an average run defense. So I think it's a good matchup for our style of offense at least.
And what
I think we'll have an advantage in the run game.
Would Kincaid be a good play?
Yeah, Kincaid will be a good play.
I don't think Coleman's playing, and Amari Cooper still nursing a hand injury. They never said exactly what he did.
Right. So it's going to be.
So you have Shakur.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir, of course.
Matt Hollins.
Matt Collins is a good play. Yeah. I definitely play Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen's going to have a big day.
He might. Yeah, his price might be in the 9s, though, probably.
Oh, yeah. He's most likely quarterback 1 or 2. He has to be.
What about Cook for the Bills?
Cook, too. Cook is going to be heavily involved. I saw that Ray Davis has been making some plays consistently, so that's kind of eating into Cook's value a bit. But this might be a get-right game for Cook because our defense gives up points to running backs like no tomorrow.
Yeah. But I think, and aren't you guys missing some defensive players too that are hurt?
Not anymore. They came back, except for the ones that are gone for the season. But DeForest Buckner came back last week. Kwity Paye came back. So our D line was looking a little bit better than usual. But I don't know. I still think, who was the last team that we played? The Texans. Joe Mixon still had over 100 yards and a touchdown on us. Yeah. So, and the Bills' O-line is improved now. So, I think they're going to try and make an emphasis on running the ball. And I think that's where they can have an advantage in the run game.
I think so, too.
Vikings, Jags. Start as many Vikings as you can.
Playing on this game, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually makes it more interesting if Trevor Lawrence doesn't play. Because I feel like Jones is a better fit for the system.
Yeah, they signed CJ Beathard from the Miami Dolphins practice squad. He has a shoulder issue.
Oh, wow.
So he might not play.
Yeah, I think Mac Jones is going to look really good.
I've always liked Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he just kind of he got stuck between freaking
horrible coaching.
Yeah, horrible coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Ingram would be a good play.
Evan Ingram is definitely a good play. Yeah, Mac Jones loves tight ends. I would even play Mac Jones as a quarterback because I know the Vikings give up a lot of passing yards. So there'll be opportunities there. He'll get some chances. And I think he could put up some points and maybe get a garbage time touchdown or 2.
That's interesting. I don't know about that. I did because you have to pick. We're picking tonight, and it's not 100% that Mac Jones is playing. I'm just saying that there's a good chance that Trevor Lawrence isn't.
Saying if he does play though, that's someone that I would play. If I was streaming a quarterback in fantasy, for example, I would play Mac Jones.
Yeah, but Vikings, who's tempting other than Jefferson?
Aaron Jones, of course. Yeah.
Addison.
Addison. I mean, Addison is hit or miss now. That what's his name is back. No, what's this guy's name? Oh, Hawkinson. Yes,
Yeah.
that Hawkinson is back. So Hawkinson is getting most of the targets, aside from JJ, of course. So like I don't know. I feel like Addison is boom or bust, and you just never know.
There's a lot of players like that. It seems like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that usually happens though when you're on a team that has a whole bunch of other weapons.
Right. So what's next? Evan Ingram is going to eat in this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they're down bad at wide receiver. There's a couple,
especially if they play him in the wide receiver spot too.
Mm-hmm.
Colts and Chiefs.
I mean, Evan Ingram is a big body wide receiver technically.
Yeah. Broncos and Chiefs.
Broncos and Chiefs. I'm always tempted with these games to like go towards the +8.5 because the Chiefs don't really care about covering anymore. They just want to win games. They don't care how they win them.
Right.
But I feel like this is gonna be a game that's gonna end like 27-10 or like 27-8.
Yeah. I think the Broncos. They're playing in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Maybe the only Bronco that might be worth playing would be Courtland Sutton.
I wouldn't even play Courtland Sutton because Courtland Sutton's going to see Trent McDuffie. And you also have to realize that Steve Spagnuolo is about to play a rookie quarterback at home.
Oh.
That is a recipe for
disaster. He'll be dialing some stuff up.
Absolutely.
Chiefs, what about the Chiefs? Would you roll out D Hopkins again, or you think that was an outlier?
I wouldn't say that it was an outlier. I still think he's gonna get a good amount of targets because Andy is gonna draw plays for him. You have to.
Yeah.
But it's just he might not score a touchdown, but I do think that he'll get receptions, he'll get yards. He's a pretty good flex play. D Hop. Yeah. I would put him in my flex.
I think the other night, Worthy not staying in bounds and not going into the end zone.
Oh yeah.
That set Reed off, and so he wasn't getting the looks at all. So that I think that's why Hopkins got a lot more targets too.
Worthy definitely needs some more work. Like he's getting so close on some big plays.
We should play Kelsey. I don't know if I'd play Kelsey.
Kelsey might be too expensive, but he usually plays pretty well in these division games. So I know that if we plugged him in, that he would be guaranteed production. So, like, if you wanted to make that the premium position of the week, then he'd be a great play. Because now, go ahead.
Would the Chiefs' defense be a good play?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I picked them up in 2 of my leagues, and I'm definitely starting them. Yeah, Spagnuolo at home against the rookie quarterback, absolutely.
Yeah, I have to go back and look and see what I've got going on. All right. Travis Kelce is 7,000.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
Now, I wouldn't play Kareem Hunt in this game because Broncos' rush defense is pretty good.
They're going to try and take away the run.
Yeah. Bo Nix is 7,000. Worthy is 69.
And Mahomes is 7,900. That is not bad.
No, not bad at all. Something to think about.
Yeah.
Falcons and Saints. This is gonna be a blowout, I think.
I don't think so. These games are always close. These games are always fun, and one of these defenses always score. That's the one thing that I remember from the Falcons and Saints games because they usually play on Thanksgiving.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I think they played a few times on Thanksgiving.
Interesting. Any Saints players that you would be playing? Except for Kamara.
Players, except for I don't even know if I'd play Kamara. I don't trust this offense at all right now. Yeah.
No.
Taysom Hill is a really good play because he's gonna get touches everywhere. He's gonna get touches as a fullback, running back, quarterback. I mean, I think they let you play him at tight end, but he plays everything on Sunday, so he'd be a great pick.
Falcons, would you play Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, I'd play. I don't know because Drake London's not playing and Kyle Pitts might not play, so I think that will change his offensive output. but maybe he relies on some of the backup guys and maybe they can get the job done. But
Yeah.
I probably would only play Bijan, maybe Tyler Algier as like a last flex spot.
What about Mooney?
I don't think so, because I think that Mooney is a wide receiver too. And when you make him the wide receiver 1, he's getting the best, defender on him, which will probably be Alante Taylor now that Lattimore is no longer there. So I think that Mooney might have a little bit of a tougher day than a guy like Ray McLeod.
I was just going to say Ray McLeod.
Yeah. So I think Ray McLeod might get some of the cornerback 2s, or maybe like a linebacker in the slot, something like that.
And then the other wide receiver be playing with Cardell Hodges, but I wouldn't play him because.
Oh yeah, that's deep.
Yeah, that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Bijan's going to be a heavy run game, probably little dink and dunk passes.
Yeah, Bijan should carry a lot of that load,
which I'll be happy with.
Mm-hmm.
Be real happy with.
There'll be a little Algier in there too, of course.
Yeah, but it's funny because Bijan seems like his carries are getting a lot more now. The last game he had like 20 carries.
Oh wow! Yeah, it kind of feels like they take turns.
Yeah,
like 1 week Bijan gets a crazy amount of carries, then the next week Algier gets. So it's like they literally ride the hot hand. A lot of teams say they'll do it, but they actually do it.
Right. Yeah, it drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It drives me crazy.
Yep.
49ers at Bucks.
Oof. I think this game is going to be high scoring. So do the books. And I think it is going to be a butt whooping.
By the Bucks?
By the Niners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Niners are probably going to blow them out. The game will probably end up being closer because of the final score, because I feel like the Bucks are just going to be throwing the ball in the fourth quarter. But I think that the Niners are going to run away with this game, especially if CMC is back.
So if CMC is back, what are you expecting of that?
Full workload.
Really?
Absolutely, full workload. Because they did the same thing. They did the same thing, I think, what was it, last year or 2 years ago when they got him? Literally the week that they acquired him, they said he learned the playbook in 3 days, and then they gave him 23 carries that same Sunday.
To me, that's nuts, but that's
but I mean,
that's fine.
He performed well, and
Is there any? Would you play him?
I would play him, and I would assume that he wouldn't be. Maybe I could be wrong, but I would assume that he wouldn't be as expensive because of the fact that it's his first game back from injury. But then again, they might recognize his value and pump him up into the 8,000, 9,000 range anyway because of CMC.
Yeah. What about Brock Purdy?
I'd play Brock Purdy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd play Brock Purdy. This Bucks defense is terrible.
What about Cade Otton for the Bucks?
I'd play Cade Otton too. He's literally getting every single target possible. Yeah, I'd take Cade Otton.
Bucky? Would you play Bucky?
No, because they have an actual committee back there. And last week, I thought Bucky was going to be the one that scored, but it turned out that Rashard White got a carry inside the 3-yard line, and he scored a touchdown. I was like, okay.
All right, everybody, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be live tomorrow with a lineup show, advice show, and then Saturday, starting sit advice. So come join us. Please remember that bet what you can afford, and that the line can change. What? Steelers 2.5. That's
really.
That was surprising.
That the line changed?
No, that the only 2.5.
Wait, what do you mean only 2.5?
Well, I would think it would be more.
More on the Commander side?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, though.
I know.
Yeah, teams don't typically blow out the Steelers. Like if they beat them, if the Commanders beat them, it's gonna have to be either in a low-scoring affair, or it's gonna have to be a shootout where someone ends up losing by a field goal, or like somebody goes for 2 at the end of regulation or something. But I mean, it's still the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
And Jaden Daniels hasn't faced a defense like this so far in his career.
That's what's going to be interesting to see how he handles it too.
Right. Yep.
What's the others you like? You like Najee Harris in this? Would you play him?
No, I would play George Pickens though, because the Commanders they're weak in their secondary. They just got Marshawn Lattimore, but I don't know if he's playing this week.
No, he's out.
And he's not okay.
Yeah.
So this will probably be the last chance to take advantage of a bad like Washington secondary.
It'll be interesting to see how if they play Mike Williams too, how that looks. The dynamic between that.
Yeah, it'll probably just be a shot or two here and there. He'll probably have like 2 catches for like 40 yards or something like that. They just need him to make a big play, and he's in game shape because he's been playing all season. So that's great for them.
Now Russell Wilson has literally two receivers that are point of contact and receivers and go for the ball.
Yeah, I'd play Russell Wilson in this game.
Yeah. I'd play Russell Wilson too.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? What about McLaurin? Scary.
I'd play McLaurin, absolutely. I mean, it might be a little bit. It might be a little bit more difficult for Terry McLaurin because he's gonna be followed by Joey Porter. So
maybe he had
struggles there. Yeah, he can be had. That's true. But I like Terry though. Terry's a very good play. I feel like Jaden trusts him and he gives him a couple go balls a game. Like he gives him a couple chances a game. And Terry usually comes down with those catches. So Terry wouldn't be a bad play.
Their connection is pretty good. I think that should be a good game right there.
Yeah, I think it will be a good game. Absolutely. Titans, Chargers, Titans. I don't believe in the Titans at all. So
no.
Yeah, I just think the Chargers are just gonna outmuscle them. They're gonna just beat them up physically, and I think they're just gonna run the ball at them, run at them until they get tired. And then
though they've been throwing a little bit more lately.
Yeah, they're coming alive. Yep.
I like. I mean,
but that's what happens though, and that's a typical Harbaugh philosophy. Like they'll run the ball until you commit to the run, and then they hit you over the top.
Right. All right, Bruce.
They hit you on some play action deep shot or something like that.
I think isn't Edwards back this week too, or did they?
I think he should be back this week. Yeah, but I still think J.K. Dobbins is a really good play.
Yeah.
But
the Titans defense though is still pretty good though.
I mean, but I think that when it comes to like matchups like this, when you have a good unit versus another good unit, it's going to come down to which team is the toughest. And if I had to pick which of these two teams I think is going to be the toughest, I think it's going to be the Chargers.
Well, yeah, because they're built like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't play any of the
on IR.
Yeah, I wouldn't play any of the running backs for Titans against the Chargers defense.
Yeah.
At all. Chargers defense is pretty good. Well, I think Will Levis is playing too.
If Will Levis is playing, fire up the Chargers defense. Fire them up.
He's good for interception or a fumble.
Absolutely.
Or both on a good afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right. Jets and Cards.
I think this is going to be a sneaky good game too.
It very well could be.
Because
Cardinals they're playing decently, but the thing with the Cardinals though is they have no passing attack. I think
they have a young passing attack, but they're a running team. James Conner is the engine of that offense,
and he's hurt.
But he's still playing though, right?
He's a limited practice today.
Yeah, I mean, but guys like that, like they practice with injuries all the time. They play with injuries all the time. So, I don't think it'll.
But it also seems like that Benson's starting to get a little more into his touches.
And
Then
Amari DeMarcado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got some last week too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't expect that to continue though. Unless James Conner gets injured, I think it'll be the same thing. he'll keep getting fed. He'll keep getting 20, 25, 30 touches.
What about Garrett Wilson or Breece Hall for the Jets?
Garrett Wilson, absolutely. Garrett Wilson is getting cornerback twos on a regular basis now, and he is killing them. Ever since Devontae Adams came to the Jets, this man has been on a tear.
And everybody thought that he was going to get targeted at all.
Right. But it actually helped him out.
Oh yeah, big time. And everybody knows football knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. You take the attention away from him, absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, at the beginning of the season before the Adams, he was going against some of the best DBs in the NFL too. So
and Rodgers was
a little bit, but
right. And Rodgers was saying that they would bracket, the coverage toward his side, so he'd be getting double teamed on a regular basis.
Yeah. So any Cardinals would you play?
Cardinals, I would play Trey McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I wouldn't take a chance on any of the pass catchers because this Jets secondary is pretty formidable.
Yeah. It's kind of sad what's happened to Marvin Harrison Jr. too, that he's not where he was drafted at in most leagues. He's not there.
No, yeah, not yet.
Not at all.
Yeah, and I don't think his OC is doing him any favors because they're not using him the way that he needs to be used, for the weapon that he actually is.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we got next.
Woo-hoo. Eagles at Cowboys. I see this as another butt whooping.
Oh yeah, Eagles going to whoop on that at.
Yeah, I feel like Saquon's going to have a huge day. Saquon, I would play. I would play Saquon. I would play Jalen Hurts. Yeah. I would play A.J. Brown if he's playing. If Dallas Goedert is playing, I'd play Dallas Goedert because Dallas Goedert loves to terrorize the Cowboys.
Yeah, most teams do right now.
Yeah, right?
I think Micah Parsons is still limited participant, so he might not be playing again.
Yeah, there's a good chance Michael Parsons doesn't play for the rest of the season.
No,
there's a really good chance. Yeah, I mean, and he's still having his contract negotiations because it was between him or CD, and CD got paid.
He got paid.
What if the Cowboys trade Micah Parsons?
They might.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? Micah Parsons is like their third or fourth best player.
I know, but I told you, I said this to you on X. Jerry Jones has the Al Davis syndrome.
Oh yeah,
he can't get out his own damn way, man. When
Jerry Jones is the best.
Towards the end, Al Davis is making stupid ass. So I think Jerry Jones. They need a GM.
They need an actual GM. Yeah,
the game's kind of passed them by.
Yeah.
I'm going to play any Cowboys in this game.
Nope, none
at all.
Yeah, Dak's injury is worse than what they initially thought, so he's probably gone for the year. CD hurt his shoulder. He has an AC joint sprain.
Yeah, but he's playing, but still, that's going to hurt.
Yeah. If someone else lands on him. Yeah, if he lands funny on it, it could make it so much worse.
So, well, maybe it's be a Jonathan Mingo game. Who knows?
Jonathan Mingo cost more to the Dallas Cowboys than acquiring DeAndre Hopkins.
I know
was for the Chiefs.
Dude,
what is going on in Dallas?
See, I told you, man. Al Davis syndrome.
Oh my God.
That's
insane.
My wife was rolling around in gray because of that. Trust me. Oh. Sunday night, Detroit and
oh, Jerry.
He's looking closer and closer to the dude from the Tales of the Crypt.
Wow. I remembered the moment I knew that Jerry officially lost his mind was when he was at a press conference and he tried to tell the media how his draft board was set up. And then he took the draft board, flipped it around, showed it to people, and said, look at these people and where we had them placed. I was like, Jerry, what are you doing? What are you doing, Jerry?
God.
Oh, man. Yeah, but until Jerry takes his hand out of the cookie jar, the Cowboys will never be anything more than just a rich franchise.
Yeah, they're basically what it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lions and Texans is
Sunday
Nico.
Night Football. I don't know. Is Nico playing?
From what I've seen and read, he was doing good. They said he was doing good, and then all of a sudden, he didn't practice. So they're not saying if he tweaked his hammy in practice or not.
Ooh, yeah, that's not a good sign.
That's the last thing I saw on on one of my apps I get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely not a good sign. Yeah, I don't think that he's playing, and if he does play because of that, them sitting him out of practice, if he does play, there's a chance that he might get injured in the middle of the game. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't play him.
I'd play Tank Dell maybe.
Tank Dell maybe. Yeah, that's true. Tank Dell is pretty shifty. He can get open.
This might be a Stroud get right game too, because he's been off.
I mean, this
could be a shootout, dude.
Could be. Yeah, it could be. That's true. It has the potential to be. I think Stroud had a couple of opportunities last week, and I think that because he didn't have that much practice with the guys that were out there, that affected them, like their chemistry and their timing. So hopefully he worked with them this week, and he has much better timing this upcoming game. But there's definitely a chance that this could turn into a shootout. I can absolutely see it.
Jahmyr Gibbs or Montgomery, or would you go?
I always start Montgomery because I always think that Montgomery is going to get anything inside the 5-yard line, and for some reason, I mean, well, not all the time, because I know that Gibbs sometimes he gets a few like runs at the like inside the red zone, but with Montgomery, it's very like. He's very like situation specific. So, for example, they'll play him at the beginning of a game to try and assert the run game, to try and assert their dominance. And then usually he'll get that first touchdown, or it'll be like a play action pass, something like that. Then when they need to regain momentum, they go back to running the ball, and it's usually him that gets the ball. And then third, whenever they're closing out in the fourth quarter of games, the person they usually like to let run out the clock is David Montgomery.
Would you play Amon? I think Stingley's going to be on him. Stingley's pretty good at cornerback.
Yeah, but Stingley has low-key been getting torched this year. A lot of wide receivers haven't caught the passes that they should while Stingley was playing defense, but he's been getting torched this year.
So you'd play Amon?
Yeah, I'd play Amon-Ra. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Would you play Goff?
I would play Goff. Yeah.
Would you play Goff over Stroud?
Goff over Stroud. Well, yes, because Goff has the better weapons.
And he's playing indoors.
Right.
And
we love some indoors Jared Goff.
Yep, he's an indoor cat. He likes it like that.
He's an indoor cat.
Right on. All right, let's build this team, dude. Let's build it. Excuse me.
So where do you want to start?
Start running back?
We can do that.
Look at Saquon.
Saquon, yeah. Saquon's prime for tearing number one. Bless you.
Christian McCaffrey is freaking number 2 coming off.
I'm telling you, he's gonna go back in there and they're gonna treat it like he was never gone.
I know, but two Achilles tendonitis. 2.
Yeah.
Not 1, 2.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna ride him till the wheels fall off.
All right. That's kind of high for Barkley.
That is very high. Yeah. I mean, Barkley's wide receiver. I'm running back 1.
But
I kind of figured that. Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
8,600. That's not bad. It's a little bit cheaper.
Gibbs is 84. Kareem Hunt 83. But like Denver's rush defense is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Breece Hall's 82.
Jordan
I
Mason.
like Brees Hall against
Brees Hall
Arizona.
against Arizona. Yeah.
Let's do Brees Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then what about secondary? Or should you just go wide receiver now?
We can look at the wide receivers and see if we can find anybody that's a little interesting.
Lamb is
So many questionable wide receivers.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson is 7,900. Would you stack Garrett and Brees?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, those are their two playmakers.
And Rodgers seems to be doing a little bit better now. Yeah.
He's right under Mike Evans.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a decent price. I'm actually surprised he's only at 7,900.
Yeah. I mean, he's being undervalued a little bit because he's technically not the wide receiver one. So
He's playing like wide receiver one. He's
right.
had numbers like wide receiver one.
Mm-hmm.
Go quarterback now.
We can do quarterback. Yeah.
Or go back to running back. What's the best way you like to play?
I mean, I like to stack the quarterback with the wide receiver, so that way, if he throws him a touchdown, that's twice the points.
Yeah.
I always like the quarterback wide receiver stack.
Aaron Rodgers, then would you change out Brees Hall then, so you're not stacking too much?
Change out Brees Hall for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, depending on what Aaron Rodgers' price is, sure. Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I think that he'd be fairly cheap.
You would think, but Chris McCaffrey, jeez.
That's pretty shocking.
It is.
Ouch. Aaron Rodgers is priced less than Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott's not even playing. Good Lord.
7,100.
7,100 is a steal.
He's less than freaking Flacco too.
Yeah.
You want to do the Wilson Flacco? Oh, geez, Wilson Rodgers stack?
Yeah, let's do it. One thing I would like to say is that every single time so far, except for that 1 week that we picked Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr., every time we have picked a quarterback, that quarterback has underperformed. I went back and looked at some of our other lineups.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we might be cursed at quarterback here.
We might be. Hopefully not. Maybe because we're going lower end and not the higher end. Maybe we'll reverse the curve.
We tried remember that 1 week that we tried Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins was cheap, and then we did Daniel Jones. Yeah.
Oh,
like every time we did it, they underperformed.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah, right.
So let's go back to running back then.
Yeah.
You said you like Montgomery, but Houston's rush defense is pretty decent. What Taylor do last week?
Taylor had,
but they might.
I think he had a decent day, nothing crazy.
Bijan's at 8,800.
October 27th. Oh, against the Texans, JT had 20 carries for 105 yards. Yeah, so I think the Lions could probably put up similar numbers.
The last time we chose the wrong one.
Yeah, right? That's another thing too. Yeah, we picked the wrong Lion. But I always say if they didn't score a touchdown the game before, the likelihood of them scoring a touchdown this game is probably very high.
That's pretty interesting. What about Bijan? Would you play Bijan over Montgomery? He's at 8,800.
How much is Montgomery?
8,000.
Right there. 8,000?
So
I mean, and Bijan is 8,800. Yeah.
Let's do. I like.
Or how about Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones is a step underneath Montgomery. He has a much better matchup.
Okay. All right. So we could probably go a little higher on the next wide receiver, or should we see one of the higher end tight ends is priced at?
Yep. Let's look at the tight ends. Yeah. See what our flexibility would be.
Damn.
Ooh. Tight ends are pricey. TJ has a good matchup against Jacksonville. Who do we play this week again? Buffalo. I think one of the Buffalo tight ends would be a really good play. I'm really not sure which one.
Ingram's only 6,200.
That's pretty cheap. Yeah.
Kincaid 6,000.
Not bad.
So which one has a better matchup? I think Ingram's matchup. Well, I was in you because you're an Indianapolis fan.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. So and proud of it too.
I am.
Just how do they rate up against tight ends?
Not very well. Tight ends have been killing us against the Miami game. Jonnu Smith, I think he scored twice. If he didn't score twice, then he scored once and had like something ridiculous, like 7 or 8 catches. So I think they match up pretty well against our linebackers because our linebackers are not that good in coverage. Like they're good tacklers, but they're not really that good in coverage. So the tight ends take advantage of that. So I think Dalton Kincaid is a very good play.
Seems like he's due for a freaking breakout game, man.
Right.
He has to have one too.
I mean, you got to think about it like the tight end position realistically gets maybe like 8 to 10 targets a game, depending on the offense. And then if you're splitting that time with 2 tight ends, it's kind of hard for you to have 7 catch, 8 catch, 9 catch games because you're not really the focus of the offense.
But maybe with Cooper still kind of nursing a hand and Coleman being out, he'll get a little.
I mean, and if the Bills are a good team, they'll take advantage of our team's weakness, and our team's weakness is we don't match up well against tight ends.
All right, let's do Kincaid. I'm good with that.
I'm doing good with Kincaid too. Yeah.
That's not a bad price either,
Right.
So
we still have a $6,200 average, so it's not too bad.
No. Let's go fill out the running backs.
Yeah.
Let's see what Montgomery is.
8,000.
Cooks is 7,800.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to try and look a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson's questionable.
Dude, Najee
Harris. Najee against Washington. It's not bad.
Oh, what about Tracy? It's called Tyrone.
Oh yeah, Tyrone Tracy. No way he's near the top. No, they don't think that highly of him.
They're not like us.
Right? Yeah, keep going.
Come on.
Keep going. Give us the value.
Can't find him.
Oh, he might not be available because they play the overseas game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ETN was available.
Yeah, but
they're not playing overseas.
Yeah, they're not playing overseas.
I'll use them playing overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Panthers and the Giants that are playing Sunday morning.
Damn.
So he's
that
not
would have been good. All right. So where are we at then?
Great.
See.
So you can scroll up a little bit. Yeah.
Najee.
Oh, J.K.
Oh, J.K.
Yeah, 7,300, not bad.
He's a better play than Is he a better play than Najee Harris? Washington?
Well, yes, because he's going to be handling all the touches.
Okay.
He has the backfield pretty much all to himself.
That's not bad. Let's do Najee or the J.K.
J.K. Dobbins, yeah. So all right. Then we got wide receiver, and flex.
All right. 23,800 left.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we can do with that. So we're definitely going to have to scroll down in like the mid tier for wide receiver.
What
Something around like the 6,200 range, something like that. See if
Jalen
there's anybody
Tober?
worth it. Jameson Williams. I'd play Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Khalil Shakir is down there too.
I still didn't see. I didn't see Cup or Cooper or Cooper Cup or Puka.
Well, yeah, because they would probably be near
Oh,
the
Monday
top.
night. Yeah, duh. Okay, duh.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do play Monday.
Monday Night
Yeah, them
Football.
in Miami.
Jalen Tober might not be a bad play either.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll get the volume with Cooper Rush because I don't think they're gonna throw the ball a lot with Cooper. They might not.
They might have to throw the ball because they're gonna be behind.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Yeah.
they'll stack the box and make
Yeah,
make
they
him
don't have
throw.
much of a run game.
No.
So would you take Jalen Tolbert in a game where he's most likely going to be behind, or take Jameson Williams in a game where the entire offense could go off and he can just grab a piece of the pie?
Tolbert, just because he's got more volume than Jameson.
Okay. All right, we can go with Tolbert.
Yeah.
And then wide receiver and flex, 17,000.
Let's go.
Oh, and we don't even have a defense. Yeah, we're gonna have to start scaling back here.
All right.
Yeah, we have four players that are in the 7,000s. That makes sense.
Yeah. Just go back at Aaron Jones, or
yeah, pull back Aaron Jones. All right, so we're gonna have to get a little cheaper at running back.
Brees Hall. Rashid White, 64.
Mm-hmm. Rico Dowdle, 62.
Javonte Williams.
Algier.
We could take a chance with Ray Davis.
Yeah, I mean it's a coin flip, but sure. Yeah, because there's a chance that they're so far ahead that they bench James Cook.
Yeah,
and Ray Davis gets like every touch in the third and fourth quarter or
but
fourth. Quarter.
Even if Cook is busy, Ray Davis still getting a lot of touches and stuff.
Yeah, he's a good change of pace back.
Yeah.
So let's pick a defense.
Yeah.
Before we distribute the rest of the money.
Chargers at 4,800.
Okay. Is there something?
What are the Rams? Oh no, geez, never mind.
Yeah. Is there something lower that has a good matchup?
What the Jets? I mean the Giants. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we can't do. Yeah, it's overseas too. Yep. Scroll a little bit more. Falcons against New Orleans. No. Yeah, so the Chargers was the one we decided on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steelers aren't a bad play either, though.
They're not a bad play, but Washington's offense is pretty good.
True. All right.
All right.
Now we got
7,300 per player. Yeah.
Go flex first. See what we got here.
We can do something in like the between 8,000 to like 75, between 7,500 and 8,000.
Okay.
That's the range we should go.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so someone around this area, yeah. I mean, you were talking about Darnell Mooney earlier.
Yeah.
You think that'd be a good play?
I think it'd be a good play.
Okay, so Darnell Mooney. Let's give Mooney a chance. And then how much do we have left? 7,200. That should get us a good, like a Hail Mary wide receiver or, yeah, wide receiver is what we're doing next.
Oh, Josh Downs.
Oh, there you go. Josh Downs right there. Tank Dell. Yeah, Tank Dell.
Let's do Tank Dell.
Yeah, perfect.
Pickens is 7,000, dude.
Ooh.
Let's do Pickens.
Yeah, let's do Pickens. Yeah,
let's do
Pickens. Yeah.
All right. Do we have anything left over?
$200.
Oh, that's pretty good. Shoot.
What's our lowest priced Jalen? Do you want to try and upgrade Jalen Tolbert?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if there's another wide receiver in that range that we can take.
DJ Moore, 65.
DJ Moore. Who do the Bears play again? Scroll down a little bit to DJ. Yeah, DJ Moore. They play New England Patriots. Yeah, I like DJ Moore as a play. Yeah, I think DJ Moore will get more targets.
On him?
I mean, I don't know.
What about
there's
Ladd?
three. There's three of them too. So
Yeah.
Ladd is playing against Tennessee. I like Ladd, but I think DJ Moore has the better matchup.
Okay. All right, let's do DJ Moore.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
And they're playing at home, so they play better at home too.
Mm-hmm. And $100 left.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Right on. All right. I think we did I think we did pretty good here.
I think so.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. And please, everybody, like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, for lineup advice with me and the Shepard. We'll be back. Please join us.
Have a good night.
Have a good evening.